Hey, you thought this. I'm just saying what you thought. And I know both guys and girls log into their social media thinking, man, why do they look so much cooler in the clothes that I'm wearing? Well, now that we're past the first stage of grief and that we're accepting its presence, we're just gonna go ahead and skip the other four because we're just gonna go straight to looking good because I watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix too, and social media, man, it's just the algorithm playing games on your head. And so today, we are gonna figure out the social dilemma on why influencers look better in the same clothes than you. And also I'm just gonna give you guys the sauce. Since I am an influencer myself, I'm just gonna break the influencer code of conduct and just put you guys on so that you look just as good as us too. But before we even get into that, what even is an influencer, man? Well, an influencer is someone that influences. But if you're an influencer, you probably use social media as a part-time job or full-time job. You really gotta put yourself out there. So you document your life and then you monetize it via sponsorships or endorsements. And I personally inadvertently fall into this category because this modern form of mental health problems is my full-time job. I'm here all day, guys. And with sponsorships as well, it's like I do it all the time. Like here, this video right now is sponsored by Scentbird. Let me do this. Let me do this. I'm an influencer. But Scentbird is a monthly subscription service that lets you sample hundreds of designer fragrances without having to commit to one bottle for such a long time. That's just like marriage. But when you get your order, it will come in this vial that's good for 120 sprays. And let's just do the math real quick. 120 sprays per vial, maybe 2 sprays a day? That's 120 divided by 2. That's 60 days per vial. 60 days. In my opinion, that's an easy profit. I dropped out of college. But these right here are my go-to right now. If you want to fall into my influence social dilemma, this one right here is called Almost Single by Confessions of a Rebel, which is Scentbird's own brand. We're all in-house. But I think it's aptly named because I'm newly single. As in I've been single for almost 2 years. But I just started dating again, and I feel like this scent speaks for me the most. It's not too masculine, because as you can tell, I am not a man's man, but there's a bit of citrusy and playful fun scents. And then my other one is Bentley for Men Intense. Yes, like the car, I was curious, it paid off. It's just super bold, but it's not like jarring. You know, I kind of use this on a night out when I'm dressed formal, because I kind of like to smell like what my outfit looks like, if that makes sense. But everyone's different, like I said, and you can go ahead and take the quiz online on the website, and it kind of figures out your personality and your lifestyle and what you like, and it caters a scent towards you that fits you. Individuality, which is important. Or you can be like me and forget the whole quiz part. I dropped out of college. Go to the highest rated, baby. I'm here for the best. I don't care about me. I'm here for the best. Go on Scentbird.com now. Use code FRUGAL30 on checkout. You'll get 30% off your first order, making your first order $10. $10, 120 sprays, 60 days. That's 3 times cheaper than that monthly Netflix subscription that you're gonna be using alone if you smell bad. So go ahead and smell good. Put that Netflix subscription to use. Okay, so the first thing that makes these floonies hotter and sexier than you in your own clothes, how dare they? It's their branding and ethos and attitude towards what they're wearing, which I think is underrated in fashion. It's that whole part of clothing that you can't buy on Grailed or StockX or for resale, but it's the key. I'll give a real life example right here. Shia LaBeouf, I know, very questionable, but here we go. I love his style icon, beloved by many. Not necessarily a floony, but he has this thing with branding and attitude and ethos. Like, if you take his pieces out of context and you break it down, look at this. These pieces, these are the things that the nurse's office would give you in 3rd grade if you threw up on yourself at recess. You know what I mean? Like, this is just the clothes that they got on deck. But when you put them in context with a fit with Shia LaBeouf, bam, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, icon, iconic, bold, oh my God, bold, wow, inspiring. I'm sweating, I could never. I'm telling you, it's all just attitude and perception that makes the illusion of pulling it off, because you can really pull off whatever you want. It's all just a long character arc that you gotta start. And if you wanna see my insane character arc, go follow me on Instagram. It's very questionable and controversial and inspiring to none. But yeah, go ahead and, you know what, subscribe too. I'm just gonna go full floony now. Go subscribe. But let's exclude the branding and personality and how you know them. And you see this guy online for the first time ever, and you're still like, man, so cool, I could never. Well, for starters, that has a lot to do with styling and composition in the first place. And being an influencer, just coming up with fits all the damn time, thinking you gotta make content 24/7 because this is your job, you get pretty good at it. Like, even if it's not necessarily your taste, people just get good at knowing what they want to put on themselves. Like style over one-off pieces and flexing all the damn time. Another example, this is one of my favorites right now. King of the new game, Wisdom K, just absolutely killer. Banger fits all the damn time, not even necessarily tied down to one style. You know, look at this. Sometimes you got full Rick Stinky Boy. Sometimes you got old school rock and roll type beat. And sometimes it's just that casual street style that everyone likes to do, but he's just doing it better. Why? How is he doing it better? It's that composition. He even goes into it right here. I'm gonna quote this, all right? The clothes, in a sense, are like a costume. This is not what he sounds like. I don't know why that came. I'm just gonna roll with it. The clothes, in a sense, are like a costume, an image of some character who has their own figure, and my job to portray this character to the best that my body allows me. Is that Thanos or is that fashion? Only time will reveal the answer. Point being, reason and objective matters a lot when you're making an outfit. Give it up for Wisdom. If you want to be inspired by this and kind of just see it better, go ahead and follow him. He's just, every banger fits. I don't know. Shouts out to him. Even some of my Floony friends get this right. And since I know them, I know their outfits really speak for them. Like you got Sanjeev, you got Magnus, the late Magnus, you got Galax. Dude, they know what they're going for and their pieces coordinate every single time. Look at this. Like Sanjeev always looks like he just never wants to leave the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland. And, you know, look at Magnus. He looked like he smoked cigarettes in high school. Probably not what he's going for, but he always catches his own vibe. And look at Galax. His favorite color is white. I'm sorry, I didn't mean white. I mean white. Anyways, you gotta catch your own vibe here, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like when you're at a party and you get the aux, you know? You gotta catch the vibe. And you gotta play music that matches the vibe. You're not gonna go to a rager and then play Frank Ocean. Unless you want people to leave. You know, main takeaway, what I'm trying to say here is you gotta figure out your vibe and catch it. Just catch the vibe and compose around it. Catch the vibe and then eat it and then swallow it. The social dilemma. Just catch your vibe and then compose your fits around that. So much easier that way, and your fits are always more composed that way. Social dilemma. Last thing, we got the one thing that holds a lot of people back, myself included, because I'm kind of a shy boy sometimes. It's that just going for it and just stepping out of your comfort zone, that leap of faith, that we ball, and then just wearing what you want to wear when nobody's looking. Everyone has this complex. We're all embarrassed somehow. Like even when I and a lot of people get past the first 2 steps of this video, where you find your branding and ethos and your attitude, you get it in check, and then you catch your vibe, and you compose pieces to fit that vibe, and you're like, okay, cool, I get it. This is where I'm at right now, I got it. And then you just look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, yo, I look so cool. I'm about to head out. And right before you head out, you go, actually, I'm gonna chill. And then you revert to whatever the hell you were gonna wear going to the grocery store, and you never get around to wearing 90% of the cool clothes in your wardrobe. Am I speaking from personal experience? Yes, I'm speaking from personal experience. This is why I know this happens, and I know that you guys have this problem. And I'm a floony, and I still have this issue a lot. But the reason that a lot of these fashion floonies look good is because they're balling out all the time. They're not shy, they don't care because they've been doing it for so long. They're just like, fuck it, we ball all the time. Oh, babe, you thought that the Sanjeev Cargos and the Alex Skeffington Silver and the Dershoots Customs come off during sex, babe? Oh no, this is me all the time. Take it or leave it, eh? You see, I wish I had that confidence. I could never. But being an influencer full time, it's like, you really gotta put yourself out there. You gotta be yourself plus a side of fries and a drink. And since you're doing all the time, you kind of just get over the hill and you're like, I don't care, I'm just gonna do this. You put in the effort. It's like, you know, in high school, when you would save like your best fit for when you have class with your crush. Oh, such good times. But when you're working and you're just looking at the schedule saying like, oh, when am I working with my work wife? I'm gonna put together the sickest fit. I know you guys do this because I used to do this all the time. But imagine getting the cojones enough to do that every day and then having fun with fashion again and wearing the fits that you wanna wear. And so that they leave the mirror You know, I think we should change it up, guys. You know, New Year's is coming, new president soon, cuddle season is upon us. I think we should just start encouraging each other to dress better and while out a little bit. You know what, I'm feeling myself. Put me on the stand. I hope that everyone can have a better time coming up with cool fits and reinventing themselves without having the thought of judgment deterring them in the back of their head, but rather a sense of encouragement by their peers. I think we should all really take this into account to make for a better fashion landscape. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Make the world a better place. Okay, thank you for watching the video. And I hope you feel attacked, but I also hope you learned something. It's a lose-win. It's the social dilemma. But also, thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring the video. Can't be a Flooney without a sponsor. This is my job, guys. But honestly, go get Scentbird. I'm sweating so much right now, but I could smell myself, and I smell amazing. I smell almost single, almost. You know? Go to Scentbird.com and go figure out your plan. Go follow me on Instagram, too, for my questionable character arc. It's amazing. I don't know how I'm doing it either. And go follow me on Twitter, too, at JK_Wiling for the hottest takes on the internet. And subscribe, because you know you want to. This video, I had to, oh my God. Yeah, maybe you can start looking better than the influencers. If you just ball out. It's the social dilemma. Turn off your phone.